All right, good morning, everyone. I had another question come through that was homework 39, problem 1D. So in this problem, I have a tangent line, and I have a radius. And I know that they are perpendicular at that point of tangency. So I have a right angle right here. And I know that one radius is 3, so any other radius would have to also be 3, which makes this whole hypotenuse x plus 3. So now to solve it, I'm back to using Pythagorean theorem. So I have 3 squared plus 6 squared equals x plus 3 as a quantity squared. So I have 9 plus 36 equals x plus 3 times x plus 3. And now I have to FOIL this out. So my first is x squared. My outer is 3x, the inner is 3x, and the last is plus 9. So on this side over here on the left, I have 45 is equal to x squared plus 6x plus 9. So I want to have my equation set equal to 0, so I'm going to take away the 45. So now 0 equals x squared plus 6x minus 36. So again, I'm going to run through my options and I'm going to think, well, can I solve by taking the square root? Well, I can't because again, I have a linear term here. If this was gone, then I could try to solve by taking the square root. I can try to factor. So if I try to factor, I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 36 that add to 6. And I can't find it. So I have to look for another option. So in this one, I could either solve by completing the square or solve by using quadratic formula. But we haven't really practiced how to complete the square yet, so I'm going to go quadratic formula. So quadratic formula, x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so there is my structure, and here in this problem, the a value is 1, the b value is 6, and the c value is negative 36. Right? I'm just following that ax squared plus bx plus c structure. Okay, so plugging in. X equals negative 6 plus or minus the square root b squared, so 6 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 36, all over 2a, and 2 times 1, sorry, let me slide that over, 2 times 1 is just 2. All right, so x equals negative 6 plus or minus the square root. So over here I have 36, and then I know it's going to be plus. So this is a big place that gets students right here. So remember that that is a product, and if I multiply a negative by a negative, it's going to be a positive. So I'm really looking at what's negative 4 times 1 times negative 36, and I get positive 144 all over 2. So negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 180 all over 2. So now I have to take a moment and I have to simplify this radical right here. So the square root of 180, I know that that's 36 times 5. So that becomes 6 root 5 instead. And if I want to simplify further, I'm looking for a number that goes into all three terms. And that number is 2. They are all divisible by 2. So if I divide each term by 2, I now have negative 3 plus or minus 3 root 5. Okay, but again, I am only interested in the positive because I can't have a negative measurement here. So the only one that's my final answer is the negative 3 plus 3 root 5. That is my final answer. All right, that's all I got for today. Have a wonderful rest of your day.